Welcome to EQ Educational Products, Warrior. When you open the product, you will see this cover page. Just click on the white arrow to start. On the next page, you will have to choose the gender of your client child. So if it's a boy, you're going to click anywhere on the group of boys, and if it's a girl, you click anywhere on the group of girls. So let's say in this instance that your client is a boy. So just click here. This will open the main page. On the main page, you will see a Venus flytrap, a spray bottle, a red I worry about button, a blue button. I'll explain to you what that is for later on. And then some more buttons here in the top left-hand corner. That first one is your instructions button or information button. So if you click on it, then all the instructions with regard to the main page will open. It gives you clear instructions of where to click and what to do in the different order for you to effectively use this product. To close this pop-up, you just right-click on it. Right, then you have two more buttons here. The first one is to set your screen to full screen. You can press escape as it said there to escape the full screen and to minimize it again. Or you can click this button to minimize it. It's preferable that you use the full screen to make full access of all the different images and functions of the program. So to start this, you are going to first click on the I worry about button. That will now create a boy thinking and a text box. So your client child is now going to give you a worrisome thought that you can enter here into the box. You can put it in detailed format or just rephrase it in a few sentences or a few phrases. So I'm just going to put in a string of A's there just to indicate that this was the first worrisome thought that your child client had. And then after you've entered that, you click on the send button. And that now made the Venus flytrap grew larger, and it created a frightened boy as well as a fly here at the top. When you left click with your mouse button on the fly and hold it down, you can drag your fly anywhere on the screen. As soon as the fly comes near the Venus flytrap, the Venus flytrap will catch it and eat it. And then you can go on and you can create the next worrisome thought, or you can change that specific thought to something more constructive or realistic. So let's say that you want to go on to the next worrisome thought. You click on the red button. It will create another text box. And in this one, you can put your second worrisome thought that your child client gives you. Click on send. And it again made the Venus flytrap grew larger. And it created your frightened boy and the fly again. So you can do the same with the fly. And as it comes near the fly trap, it will catch the fly. And in this way, you can go on and you can create eight different worrisome thoughts. as soon as you've created 8 worrisome thoughts in those text boxes, you cannot go any further with regard to the worrisome thoughts. And it says here now that the plant cannot grow bigger, so you need to start spraying. So now you just click on this blue pop-up. And now you can start spraying. As soon as you click on the spray bottle, it will say that the spray bottle is empty, that you need to fill it up by entering a positive thought. So you just click on this blue pop-up again, and that will now create a text box where you can change worrisome thoughts to more realistic and constructive thoughts. So let's just put a 1 in this one for a changed thought and click on send. And as you do that, you will see that your spray bottle will fill up 1 level for every changed thought that you have, that the child client gave you. Now, if you forgot what the thoughts were, you can just click on the blue arrow here. And that will now reveal the page with all the text boxes that you completed. The A, B, C, D's, these letter boxes were the worrisome thoughts that we entered just now. And next to each worrisome thought, as you fill in the changed thought, it will appear next to it. For example, next to the first one was the first changed one. So in this manner, you can just refer back and see what the worrisome thoughts were. Right, so you can go on changing thoughts here by just looking at what the worrisome thought, the next one is. Then go back, click on change, and fill in the changed thought for the specific worrisome thought that we just looked at. Click on send, and you will see that your spray bottle will fill up. In this way, you can create more changed thoughts. And now when you got to the 8th one, so the last worrisome thought that you changed into a positive or realistic one, there are only 8, so you can go up in your spray bottle only 8 levels. And then on the 9th time, it will say that your bottle is full. You need to start spraying. So just click on the blue pop-up here. And then you can just click on your spray bottle. And as you clicked on that, your Warrior appears with the spray bottle and starts spraying the Venus flytrap. And you saw that it shrunk 1 size smaller. Again, 2 levels down, it shrunk another level down as the Warrior sprayed it. In this manner, you can go on and you can spray it. So in this way, you can go on to show your child client that as he worries and thinks about those worrisome thoughts, the more the Venus flytrap will grow. So it's bad things growing in his mind, making things seem bigger. And that is what the metaphor is about. So as the Venus flytrap eats the flies, it grows bigger, and the worrisome things grows bigger in his life as a metaphor that the Venus flytrap represents. And then as the thoughts are changed and the bottle fills up and the Venus flytrap are sprayed, it indicates that when you start replacing negative thoughts or worrisome thoughts with more positive ones or constructive or realistic thoughts, then the bad things or the worry will seem smaller, just as the Venus flytrap shrunk in this instance. If you go back to your text box page, you will see that all the worrisome thoughts are now filled in there together. That is now column 1 and column 3. And the second column and the fourth column then indicates the changed thoughts that appears next to the worrisome thoughts. If you made a mistake by placing, for example, a changed thought next to the wrong worrisome thought, you can just merely color it in, highlight it, and then by using your Control C and placing it in the right place, Control V buttons on your keyboard, you can just place that text into this text box, and you can move this one, Control C, to this one, Control V, and you can just delete the ones that you don't want. So in that way you can just place everything so that it corresponds, the worrisome thought with the changed thought. This page, of course, because the printer button appears here at the top, you can print this page by clicking on it. You will see that the print page appears here. This shows only in this way in your browser Chrome. If you use Chrome, it will show like this. If you use Firefox, it won't give this image. It will just show a normal print function. So when it opens in Chrome like this, you can just set your printer destination here and how many copies you want. Put it onto landscape here and then click on more settings. And then choose your paper size and then also scale your page. So if you make that number smaller, then this screen or the print page on the screen, you will see will go smaller. As you go bigger, you will see it will go bigger, and you can go on scaling that until it fits the printing screen. If it goes too big, then of course it won't print properly. So just put it so that it fits nicely on the printing screen, and then you can just go on and print it. And that is mainly how this product works. EQ Educational Products hope that you will find this very valuable among your tools that you use in therapy or in assessment with a child. Thanks for listening to this presentation.